Hey. Oh, I had to do my hair a little bit. Y'all, come on in here. Come on in here, family. Come on if you in here. Come on. Let me see my brand stuff. Hold on, y'all. Trying to get all set up. Who in here? Who in here? Shout out, shout outs. Come on in here, family. Come on. Oh, wow. Come on, fam. Shalom, shalom. It ain't been that long. I just took a little hiatus because for a couple of days. Y'all be fussing. I'm not in here. Wait a minute. Who is this? Let's see. Let's see. Yo, Bo, say yo. Y'all pray for Pastor Kelly. Pray for Pastor Kelly. Bonjour, bonjour. Family, family. I came up in here because it's a lot going on. It's a lot. Oh gosh, y'all. I wasn't gonna get out here. Y'all blame it on Tia y'all. It's Tia y'all's fault. I was gonna sit on the couch and just be me, chill for a minute. And Tia y'all just had to bring up all the madness that's going on. Saints, y'all gonna laugh at what's going on. So oh wow, come on in here. Piece of me, Jay, Hostile, Yaya, Sister Bing, Linknick, I'm finna mess it up. Denise Clark, Aviyah, We Woke, what's up, Pastor Kelly, Child of the Book, Andre Bell, Donna Wimberly. I think I'm saying it right. What's going on, Donna? Shout out, Donna. Shout out to Susan Gibney. I'm messing up these names. Sister Pam, Prisoner of Hope. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Naya Ziki. Oh. Adana. Hello. Fam. So, did y'all enjoy this weekend? This has been an interesting weekend, Saints. It's been an interesting weekend. Saints, come on in here. So, word on the street is me and Pastor Kelly and all of us have finagled Jed match. Y'all, it doesn't get any crazier than this. So some sort of a way, our DNA results, family, we have finagled the system and put Limba on there. I don't know how. For some reason, they keep saying that. Family, that we done something or we went to the wrong project in Jed Match. Thanks. First, I'm going to say welcome to the show. Oh, y'all, if y'all have never been a part of the Biblical Rumble Room, I'm going to put the link. It ain't for, I keep telling y'all, it ain't for the faint at heart. Sister E had to act real ignorant yesterday. Y'all pray for me. I have found a way to stay out of stuff. I said, I'm going to, be the lady that I am. Let others tell it I'm not. But be the lady. And just sit back and let the men do what they're going to do. I'm a lady. Let them do the stuff. But yesterday, Saints, I was, I had to get into the fight a little bit. Blame Dante first. So we are a part of something called the Biblical Rumble Room. So in the Biblical Rumble Room, they're saying that, our Jet Match results were going to the wrong project. So I sat there and I said, these saints, they fishing. They fishing for anything. I mean, I'm glad I don't have any warrants, nothing. Because saints just, y'all. Now, keep in mind, JetMatch is a government site that they use to search for family, for warrants. It's just, it's one big, y'all excuse me, because I'm taking my hair down. So I'm trying to let y'all not see the patches, but, well, not patches, but, the rough parts. I had to kind of just pat this hair down for a little bit. But what's so funny is, y'all, sorry, let me cut my ring off. But what's funny is, back to JetMatch. So we're using a government site that most, CIA, FBI uses it. Y'all, excuse me. And what's going on is this. They're saying that the project that me and Kelly, Pastor Kelly, and Majors and all of us is the wrong project to find limber. So in so many words, saints, they're saying that we done found a project to make ourselves limber. I'm trying to figure out how. I sat there and I said, these children, bless their hearts. They are mad. So we in the rumble room going back and forth. We're saying that, JetMatch is a government site. They were saying that JetMatch is used by the federal government. So why would we go in, mess with numbers? Saints? Yes. Crazy. Y'all know I ain't talking about these folks, but I had to just talk about the craziness that has transpired since yesterday. So Dante is already on 10 because they pulled him in. He's like, wait a minute, I ain't even talk about DNA. It's some sort of a way, it's his fault. Everything we do is Dante's fault. They don't like Dante. I think the ranking of dislike of the Israelite community is number 1 is Dante. I think Dante is right at the top of that list. Number 2 is Pastor Kelly. Right under them is me. I'm kind of like in the middle. And then they don't really mess with Teo that much. They don't mess with them as much. Well, I'm not. They don't like you more than they don't like me. Did I say that right? They can't, yeah. Dante, Pastor Kelly, me, and then who else? Ron Shields is in there somewhere. Saints, I promise you, and they pick fights. They being the UA community. I'm gonna say the rough and rugged UA community. There's the UA community that's a little bit more refined. Then you have the Thugabug crew. Oh, so the Thugabug crew, that's what I'm gonna call them. I'm calling them that. Decided to start some drama. So, y'all, I sat there in the rumble room. Somebody did a post. Let me tell y'all the whole story. I'm telling y'all in pieces. So somebody did a post yesterday and first tagged my YouTube name, which my YouTube name is not my Facebook name. Tag my name, then tag Pastor Kelly name. He didn't get it. Majors, and they said Boom Church and Dante. And they said that our JetMatch results are pretty much fake or finagled. I'm just paraphrasing. That we're using the wrong project. I see it. Which project is that? Because the project I use is a global project. So MDLP is a global project that anybody can use. And I did a little research. It's more of it's like the South African, Sub-Saharan, a little bit of Spaniard, a little bit of Native American, a little bit of European, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this. So with that being said, So they're saying you're using the wrong project. The project you need to use is specified for Africa. And I said, well, if I know anything about databases, which I work in IT and I used to do a little data analysis, that when you are comparing apples to oranges or data sets, there's a, in my lighting, there is a set of data points that they have set aside that when I check raw data against it, it's going to either be a match or it's not going to be a match. So they take our raw data, put it in their database, and it does all the little database stuff. And then the results will tell you you're not a match. So with that being said, whatever project I use, if I am the furthest far as proximity of a particular tribe or group, it's going to be evident, very much so. And it's going to be evident in the results because the proximity is going to be so far. Because you got to look at, when they checking data, when they looking at proximity, the smaller the number, the closer you are to it. Now, see, they think we stupid, but when you work in IT, it doesn't change whatever world you are in. So the smaller the number, the closer you are to that particular tribe. So some of us got 10s, some of us got 9s, 12s, 13s. So that range tells you you're very close to that tribe. But as you start going down the list, the number gets bigger. Well, as the number gets bigger, the further you are from that tribe. Now, if that was the wrong project, guess what would happen? Limba's numbers would be so large to the point that regardless of what project I tested it against, the results would have shown it because it's matching data sets, it's data points. It's saying this to this, match. This to this, match. This to this, not a match. To the point that by the time it would have got done, it would have given me numbers back saying, what is Blacktastic new nickname? Jesus. By the time it would have got to that point, that end point, it would have said probably like if it was wrong, it would have been so far off because there's no way to test data and say, oh, that's not how you test it. Data is going to do exactly what you need data to do. No finagling it, no messing with it. Data matching is going to do exactly what it's supposed to do. Match apples to oranges or apples to apples, oranges to oranges, and give you your end result. So with that being said, if I'm in a project, because I've seen projects that I was in that I had my numbers were so far off to the point I was like, oh, I can't use that project because I know that project is not really giving me like the more Eurocentric projects, it's going to give me sub-Saharan Africa. It's going to always pull sub-Saharan Africa. It's going to always pull East Africa. It's going to always pull Paleo Africa. It's going whatever project I go to, it's going to give me just what I'm looking for. So with that being said, if you don't have your hands inside of the database itself, manipulating the data, that's all it's going to do is just spit out numbers. Now, praise God that I think me, Dante, Pastor Kelly, a couple of us have IT degrees. Somebody tried to slick and say, do you have a bachelor's or an associate? I have a bachelor's, saints. And I could go get my master's if I want, but they got to pay me to go get my master's, but I don't have to. But with that being said, you have to, we've worked in IT. You understand what big data is. Big data. Everybody knows the term big data. Big data is just a warehouse of data. It does not have any meaning unless you're matching it or you're utilizing it for some form of analysis. When you're analyzing data, it's going to spit out what you're want. It's not going to give you anything out of what it's capable of doing. So let's say, for instance, that I went into a project that had no sub-Saharan African in it. Guess what? It's going to still pull from that. Or better yet, the number as far as proximity of the tribes that's in that project is going to be so far off to the point that I don't have to visit that. And I've seen projects like that. And I normally don't go there. And like I said, those are more of your stronger Eurocentric type projects. So with that being said, they tried to say, oh, you're doing it wrong. Explain to me how. Well, I'm just looking at this. So I said, so how? I said, explain to me. Well, you're using the wrong project. Huh? First and foremost, if you're using the wrong project, the data gonna spit out. And when it spits out the results, you're gonna be like, this doesn't make sense. Data does what it's supposed to do. I sat there and I said, these saints. So I told a couple of them, I said, do this for me. Now, mind you, somebody went on their YouTube and said, Gen Match is a scam. They said it. I'm not saying it. And they had to take their YouTube down. Because you cannot talk about a company like that and don't have problems behind that. That's just like me talking about a company and saying they trash. Yeah, you can get sued for stuff like that. So someone had to take their YouTube down for whatever reason, but possibly the reason is somebody probably said, you're talking about an entire company that's also a government site, the database that they use, and you're talking about it and you're trashing it. Take that down, because they will shut. And I sat there and I was like, these folks will get sued, try to prove that we're wrong. I just sat there. So me and Pastor Kelly today had a quick conversation this morning, and he was like, sis, I said, it doesn't make sense. And then a couple people were saying, well, just in biology, data is data. If it's biology, if it's anthropology, if it's zoology, if it's whatever, data is data. It's big data. Talking about, I'm just sitting there like, these children right here. Never mind. I was going to say something real rough, but I'm not going to say it. I was going to say something real bad about somebody that when your pay, I should say when it's not within your pay grade, stay out of it. When it's not in your expertise, as far as, when you're not an expert in something, sit down. And one thing I will say, we understand data analysis and data management, data warehousing, data mining, all of it is the same, saints. They're going into a physical database and matching my raw data against other people's raw data. Because keep in mind, people from 23andMe, ancestry.com, different places like that have their data in there as well. So it's just add mine to the pool and testing it. I sat there and I said, these sneaky snakes, they trying to, so they saying, Sister E, let us see your results. Stay out my business. You ain't got to believe, but who I am, but that's my business. They are really, when I say saints, they fishing. I'm talking about, let me see your DNA results. Let me see your social security number. You give me your social security card and your banking statements with your banking information on there, and I might give you my DNA results. These saints have lost their entire minds. Next thing you know, they're gonna want to know. I'm just like, they going to YouTube pages and say they have pictures of some of the stuff that we've done a year ago and they have it saved. Who has, somebody said, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When you are a truck driver or a transportation and you drive people around, some areas you need to stay out of. That's like me being an IT person saying that I'm a surgeon. Stay out of that. These saints, they think they anthropologists and DNA genetic specialists, and I'm sitting here like, now keep in mind, everything is based off of a segment of data. Now, because everybody in the world is not in this database. It's just a segment of data that where they've taken information from like 23andMe and no, she don't drive an Uber. I'm just saying in general. I think she works in transportation, I heard. But when you have segments of things like sites that, you know, people like with Ancestry, 23andMe, different people are uploading data and pulling data. They're pulling from these sites and pulling the, well, not necessarily pulling it. We are downloading the raw data and uploading it to the database. So it's just based off of that particular, and then not to mention, they've taken data from their research that they've done and put it inside of this project. And this is what they do. Like, apples to oranges, apples to oranges. Nope, that's an apple and that's an orange. It don't match. That's an apple. That match. That's how data. Am I missing some? Where my IT people in here? Am I crazy? That's data analysis. So with that being said, I said, y'all know me. I do this real quick. I was like, are y'all really? I said, so do this. And I told one person, I said, so do this for me. Help me with this. I said, email the people with GetMatch, the owners or whoever, and tell them they're wrong. And then come back to me. Because I'm like this, if by any chance, please GetMatch tell me if I'm wrong, because I go fix it. But I doubt. Because it's nowhere saying in the projects, oh, only do this if you're this. It just says go in there and I kid y'all not, when I was working with the person that deals with DNA, she was like, me and her was just going through different areas, just looking at different projects. You have MDLP, you have DotaCAD, you have different ones, and we're just trying different projects and looking at certain things. Now keep in mind, segmented groups and tribes are probably in each project, but it doesn't matter if Igbo was in there, if it was any type of tribe that was in there. It's called a select statement. Yes. There we go. That's what it's called. So with that being said, oh, that girl is special. But what was I saying, y'all? It's gonna check. It's gonna check. And that's what I was saying. They may have a certain set of tribes that are in there and don't have all the tribes, which is fine, because guess what? If I don't match that tribe in the discussion, it doesn't matter. Igbo, don't do me. Igbo. Oh, y'all know I am country. I'm a Tennessee girl. Don't do me. Tell Blacktastic, leave me alone. Y'all know I'm country as a I was finna say hog mog sandwich. I don't want the saints to say you eat pork. No, I'm just saying. But y'all, how I read the GetMatch results is this. They give you your results. When they give you your results, what they do is this. You have like a list of tribes. Each tribe has a number beside it. The smaller the number, the closer you are to the tribe. Meaning if you have Limba, my Limba I think came out as 12. I think it's like, 10 generations. I don't know how they do generations, but how they do it. But it's like, that's how close I am as far as proximity of that particular tribe. I think it's like 10 generations or 10 ancestors. But the smaller the number, the closer you are as far as proximity. It's a little much. But when I talk to the specialist, because I actually talked to a DNA specialist that helped people find family members. Like if an adopted person, an adopted child is looking for their mother, they use data warehouses like that. And that's what it's called, a data warehouse. And they search for people, within there. But she's like, she said, look, the smaller the number, the closer you are in proximity. She said, the bigger the number, the farther you are in proximity. And I think the bottom of the list, which is like the furthest relative, far as closest relative, not closest, but the furthest I think I saw was like 60, and that was with Jordanian. Yeah, Jordanian showed up as well. So somebody in my family is a distant relative in Jordan. So, but I may have somebody who's Limba who is a distant relative with the Limba tribe. But the smaller the number, the closer you are. I think when you come from generations out far as slaves, I think it's like, I don't know, but I've seen the smallest number I've seen with the Limba tribe with some people that I know is like 9. And that's very close. But understand, and they said, well, their numbers are they're too close alike. They're too what? They're close, far as, not close, but they're too much. They're too similar. That's what I mean. Like I'm Limba, Kelly's Limba, Major's Limba. Another young lady, Marjorie, she's Limba. A lot of us are Limba. But didn't we come from the same area? You would think that a lot of us would have similarities, a whole lot of similarities. When they took a tribe, they took a tribe. It wasn't like you're going to have a Limba over here and y'all excuse me, I got to finish taking this down. You're not going to have a Limba over here. You're not going to have a Mandinka. You're going to have a Mandinka over here. You may have a little bit, because I got someone I know that did not have Limba on their list. Limba was like in the middle of the list. And the top of his was like Mandinka. But it's like, but we're still going to have similarities when it comes to our DNA and our and where we come from, because they went to a segmented section. They went to West Coast Africa, the West Coast of Africa, and took our ancestors and brought them over. So they all have similarities. So they said, we too similar. That makes a lot of sense. It wouldn't make sense if Kelly was Limba over here and I was Khoisan over here, and I was, well, Khoisan is pretty much, I think all of us got Khoisan and this one over here, it wouldn't make sense. All of us were going to have similarities because we come from the same. There's even more that points to the fact that they are the same people. Y'all excuse me. I know y'all talk about when I do this, but I got to get it redone. I sat there, y'all. I said, you're not making sense. That makes very much sense. That makes so much sense that all of us are similar. We are part of here we go. We are from the same family. Man, then you even got the Kemetic community coming up get us on this one. Because I heard, I don't know about that, but yeah, the Kemetic community, like Garfield is even doing stuff about us. I'm like, this is a little funny. UA and Kemetic community coming at us all at the same time. Sounds like they working together. Well, I guess that's the problem. But y'all, I had to say something because Tia Ya said something in my chat. She was like, Sister E, where are you? Did you hear what happened? I was like, yeah, me and Dante was arguing with him in the chat. Oh, it was heated. It was heated in the Rumble Room. Y'all, I promise y'all, it was going back and forth until like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. It started like at 9, 8 or 9. It kind of slowed up around 2 a.m. I went to sleep, woke up at like 7 this morning. Here come your COVID. He done woke up at 6 o'clock arguing with some of the same people. I said, do these people sleep? Because they arguing even in their sleep. Y'all, I just sit there and I see it. At first I was mad, but then I ain't gonna say that because I wasn't mad. I was irritated because I was like, this is stupid. This is either it is or it's not. This is stupid. But then I started feeling sorry for them. I said, these people have nothing to do in their life but harass people about their DNA. And they started today. I said, I'm not even getting in that. They started again in the Rumble Room. If y'all have not subscribed for Facebook Rumble Room, please do. Pat Christina is the creator of the Biblical Rumble Room. So, but like I said, if you sensitive, just watch. Join, but just watch. Because them folks have no chill. Man, look. And what they don't understand is when we found out, and this is key right here, when we found out our results, we went even a step further and reached out to some people within the Limba tribe. And what they did was say, hey, let us see how you look. Because there are certain features and characteristics within various tribes to kind of say, you do look like you're from this particular tribe. He saw my face and said, let me show you. This is from the actual tribe itself. And I'm not going to tell you his name because these saints have no chill. But he sent me a picture, and we know he's connected to the tribe because of one of the individuals that kind of helped us with Jet Match. She has a YouTube. I'm not going to tell you her name. Y'all not going to harass her. She actually went over there and met with the people within the Limba tribe and got her tribal name. And I connected with her and said, look, these are my results. Can you help me with this? So she said, let me connect you with one of the tribal members. Now, again, we know her. She's been there. We've seen the videos of her being there. She said, because they have to look at certain features to tell that you possibly could be a part of that tribe. Me, Pastor Kelly, Majors, all of us have reached out to this tribal leader within the Limba tribe. He saw my picture and said, let me send you a picture of my granddaughter. Y'all, I saw a picture of his granddaughter. When I say she looks just like me as a baby and look even more like my daughter. Now, what these saints gonna do is say, oh, that doesn't matter. All of us, they gonna, y'all, when I tell you, they have so many smoke screens, so many games that they play. It's ridiculous. But the thing is, we're reaching out, trying to find out because we want to know. We're trying to figure this out. We're not out here just running and just like, we Limba. We're reaching out to these people. Because when I reached out to them, by way of the young lady that I was working with, I had them, Pastor Kelly connected with them and Pastor Majors connected with them. And we're actually a part of a community. I'm seeing, part of a community that, we interact with each other. But once we got connected, we're making plans. We're trying to make plans to go there and visit the tribe itself. She's done it. We haven't. And one of the reasons why everything has been put on hold because of COVID. COVID has stopped everything. But a lot of us was planning to go over there and meet with them. Because the understanding is we have no total connection, but we have somewhat of a connection. So, and also what's so interesting is when you look at my DNA, understand 23andMe are only going to give you migration points of where you ended up. And I showed y'all in 23andMe where it shows you by generation where your ancestors were at. Mine showed East Africa, went from East Africa. Now understand what East Africa really means, y'all. I'm sorry. East Africa to Spain, Portugal. Yeah, that shows up in my DNA. It goes from East Africa to Spain, Portugal. From Portugal into the I want to say in the Senegambia. And then finally, my last footprint, my ancestors' last footprint before I think coming over here, because there's a diagram in 23andMe, is that coast, the Gold Coast, Nigeria, the Ghana area. That was the last footprint. But I said East Africa, that little area right there, went straight into, like I said, Spanish, Portugal, Senegambia, Nigeria. Now, I had a conversation with some people that it kind of makes sense based off of the Spanish Inquisition, how a lot of us were over in that particular area. And then we all ended up, some of us ended up in Spain and Portugal. And then some of us ended up in Senegambia. And our final footprint is over in Nigeria. Now, keep in mind, now when I look at GenMatch, other results within GenMatch shows that even though the Spain and Portugal shows up, Moroccan shows up. East Africa shows. Now, all these regions we're speaking of are in Africa. Ain't none of us talking anything outside of Africa, because they love to say, you don't want to embrace your African ancestry. No, I'm not going to let you all tell me what you think I am. See, that's the problem. We letting people tell us who we are. Go research it yourself with the best way you can with the tools that they've already provided you. I'm going even a step further and try to find the actual the censor. I think it's the 1800 censor, where it gives you a list of individuals. It's kind of like a law, but yet it's still, do your research. Don't let people tell you all DNA is nothing. Look, the Most High gave us access to certain things. Utilize it. Utilize what he's given us, to the nuggets and the tools that he's given us to be able to do what you need to do. And she brought up a great point. People are like, oh, they're going to use your DNA if they get a hold to it to do whatever they want to do. Look, every time you go to the doctor and pee in a cup, that's your DNA. Every time you spit in a tube, DNA. Every time they draw blood, DNA. So they already got your DNA. Get past it. But yet they still use it. But they want to tell you what you are. That's what the UA community got a problem with. They want to say, you're not that. You are this person. No, you're not telling me. I'm going to do the research myself. And wherever it lands, guess what? That's where it lands. But what's so interesting is when you start looking even inside of the other projects, East Africa is constantly showing up. South Africa is always showing up. Central Africa. The Igbo, what's so interesting, the Yoruba and the Igbo is further down in the proximity. And I would trust GenMatch more so than 23andMe, because you know what? GenMatch is testing my DNA against someone else within that particular region. They're testing it against someone else's DNA. So GenMatch, I don't see anything wrong with it. But Saints, I kid you not, they are trying their best. When I say reaching, yeah, GenMatch. They are reaching for the stars. They hoping that something pops up that says that you're not that. And it's like, it's not that we are thirsty to be that. It is what it is. It's beyond our control. It's beyond our control. But yeah, it caused. And again, we got to be careful, family. Not careful, but we got to be understand that these serpents are lurking somewhere. They're quietly. They're watching this now. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? No, I'm not giving y'all my DNA. Go ahead and get started in the rumble room. I'll be in there later. But with that being said, they're looking for anything. They're looking for. They're reaching for anything. They want to say that you're this. Well, just like some of them call themselves Cushites, show me in your DNA results where you're a Cushite. I'll wait. I don't think there's a group that they use or a tribe that they use. This is Cushite. And last time I checked, aren't Cushites from Ethiopia? So we sure got a lot of Ethiopians walking around here. They love to say, I'm a Hamite, I'm a Cushite. Show me in your DNA results where you see Cushite. Show me. And you can't tell me all these tribes were just in West Africa. Understand, people migrated. You already had the Arabic slave trade, where some people that were over in that region were sent to certain parts and over in India, sitting in other parts. And then you had people that were on the run because they were running from either the Spaniards by way of the Spanish Inquisition. They was running from the Moors because the Moors were also trying to enslave them. They were running from different, so they were running so that they could go hide in a population where they couldn't find them. And they still found them. But family, because of this, shots are fired. I'm getting ready to do something on the Spanish Inquisition. I have already talked to Benai Israel. I'm going to get Pastor Kelly up here. I'm going to get a couple other people. We'll talk about the Spanish Inquisition. Y'all want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. But the thing is, when we talking about this is them. They don't want to hear that. Just understand you're a Hamite. Shut up. You're a Cushite. Shut up. Wait a minute. Hold on. In Cushite, again, Ethiopian. So you're Ethiopian now. No, I'm from the tribe, because the ones in West Africa, all of them are not Cushites. What? I'm so confused, saints. I just be like, I don't know. Which company did you get? Wrong one. Sister E, which company did you get your genetic information from to plug into the GEDmatch? I use 23andMe. Because when you use GEDmatch, you have to use either 23andMe, Ancestry, and there's a few others, but you have to use those. So go to GEDmatch and make sure that you can utilize the one you're using, because I think certain ones you can't use. But I know Pastor Kelly used Ancestry. I used 23andMe. So those were the ones that I used. Well, that's the one I used. And then what I did was, once I got my results, I just downloaded the raw data and uploaded it in GEDmatch and moved on. But I just dropped my sweater. That's all right. But yeah, 23andMe. I use 23andMe. Pastor Kelly, I think, are you in the chat? You use Ancestry, right? He'll say something. But yeah, Pastor Kelly, if y'all don't know, everybody know he woke now. So I think he used Ancestry. But I mean, that's it. It's even, we've allowed them, being colonizers, to tell us who we are. And because not necessarily we're rejecting it, because understand, the Hamitic and Shemitic people were so much alike to the point they couldn't tell the difference. How is it now all of a sudden Egyptians, which are Hamites, are not of color? No, they don't want to be of color, because guess what? Joseph was in Egypt. Jesus was in Egypt. Now, Hamites ain't all dark skinned. No, y'all don't want them dark skinned, because guess what? That means Christ dark skinned. Joseph is dark skinned. But what's so funny is, even when people say, well, Jesus wasn't white. Okay, well, he wasn't black either. I doubt if I'm confused. I'm like, wait, hold on. But he looked like those people over there. No, he doesn't. Those people over there, they just came over there. They wasn't there at the beginning. A lot of those are Turks and Romans that intermingled and intermarried with the women. Those were not the indigenous people from over there. The indigenous people, the Ethiopians I've seen, and the Ethiopians and the Egyptians that we've seen far as the research, they look like big dark-skinned people. But no, they don't want that part to be dark. Oh no, Egypt can't be melanated people, because if Egypt is dark-skinned, they Jesus might just be dark-skinned. He's scared, saints. I'm telling y'all, the biggest fear of colonizers and Eurocentric Christianity is if Christ looks like us. If we are true, that's it. That it makes them scream, probably scream in the middle of the night. Because if by any chance, which we already know this is true, they have to live with the fact of, wait a minute, we enslaved his people. It makes them cry in their sleep. So understand what the fear is. The fear is deeper than an identity gospel, because none of us are doing an identity gospel. And majority of the time, y'all, I don't talk about identity, do I? When does identity come up? Identity comes up when y'all make it a subject point. But see, y'all want us to shut up, be quiet, and be what Massa told y'all. Massa said y'all is not them Israelites, and they want us to agree with it. But what we're saying is, no, we don't agree. We're going to go back and do our own research. Massa is mad and you's a heathen. Y'all, I'm just being extra. Jesus don't look nothing like y'all. That's how they acting right now. That's what I see when I see them talking. When they are talking, that's what I hear. Like, y'all's not going to upset our good old Massa. No. Massa does not want his Jesus to look like y'all. How dare y'all? And I'm doing this on purpose. Mess with our image of our precious Jesus. We're heathens now because we're saying he's melanated. But look at all the movies. Moses, Charles Heston. Oh, they're good with that. Christ playing this guy, whatever that guy's name is. Have you ever seen the movie with Christ where you literally saw them beat him? It was a horrible, gross. That movie was just like a bit much. It made me cry. What was it called? Something of Christ. Something, that movie. But every character look like, it looks a little Caucasianish. Yeah, a little whitish. They good. Oh, they gonna pack the movie theaters out if he looked like them. But the Passion of Christ, yep. But the minute they do one about him of color, they ready to lose it. What is it? The Color of the Cross? They was boycotting that movie because Christ was being played by. Let me show y'all something. It's a fear. It's a fear that I mean, let me see. Because the thing is, you have to deal with the sins of your forefathers. Those prophecies that y'all giving us, it's like, wait a minute, that's not right. That means we in trouble. That's the problem. It's like, wait a minute, we in trouble. If you have not seen Color of the Cross, you have to see it. But I think I've played this once, but I'll play it again. When they did this movie, I heard that they was upset when this movie came out. Let me see. Saints was mad about this movie. Ooh, saints was real mad. Now, this is why I say it's a little deeper than just the UA community. It's a lot deeper than the UA community. It's a fear. But watch how this guy interviews the guy who came up with Color of the Cross. Y'all, that's the name of the movie.
Jesus has been a topic in our history that's never been black or white. Now there's a film out that questions Leonardo da Vinci.
Wait a minute, he just right out the gate, he done told a blatant tale. He said Christ is black or white. Wait a minute, every single movie, he's white. Now, mind you, it's not about a white or black thing, but it's about being true to the history. But he died for, he can save all men. Now, I believe in that. It ain't just Israel gonna be saved. But Gentiles can be saved as well. But it's about trueness, and it's about the mindset and the pulse of this world right now, that as long as we make his movies and make him look like this, we good. But the moment he looks like that, it's a problem. It's a problem. That's why they can't stand this DNA. They can't stand this conversation of the history. They can't stand these it's disrupting everything that's considered to be, it's a paradigm shift. That's the best way to put it. It's such a paradigm shift that people can't handle it. But look at this interview.
Vinci's interpretation of Jesus and the universal acceptance of him as a light-skinned, blue-eyed male in the new movie, Color of the Cross.
Did y'all say he slick said light-skinned, blue-eyed? No, white, blue-eyed. Keep in mind, my white, blue-eyed friends, much love y'all. Love some of my blue-eyed friends, because I got some good ones that will rock with a sister, and if you say something to me, they ready to fight before I say something. But we're talking about why is it now you want to change it? We're not talking, he's not white nor is he black. But y'all used to teach that he was white. So
Jesus is portrayed as a black Jew, but the filmmaker explains it's not what the messenger looks like that's important, it's the message itself. Joining us now is the star of Color of the Cross, filmmaker Jean-Claude Lamar. Mr. Lamar, thanks for being with us. Tell me the basis on which you've decided to make Jesus black.
I think it's an important film. Color of the Cross, I think, comes at a poignant time in our development as a nation. We're experiencing conflict, not just here domestically, but obviously
but
overseas.
Is this historically accurate?
I think one would surmise that Jesus is probably a lot darker in his complexion than has been previously portrayed. I think we're a little more historically accurate than, let's say, someone like Mel Gibson was in Passion of the Christ. But again, color is not the issue here. What is the issue is the message.
Well, is color the issue? Because is it true, and do you contend that race was one of the issues Jesus was persecuted?
We believe that race in this film is used as a metaphor for Jesus' station in life. We believe that he would have been a member of the disenfranchised, a member of the lowly class. He did not come as a high-ranking member of his community. He came as a member of the populace.
But was he persecuted because of race? Is that one of the reasons he was persecuted?
Well, we know that his message fundamentally is why he was persecuted, his radical interpretation of the Torah. But one could surmise that quite possibly the source of the message, the messenger himself, being a dark-skinned Jew, may have contributed to Jesus' death, yes.
Well, if that's true, if Jesus was persecuted for being a black Jew, weren't black Jews his tormentors as well? Because weren't they then also black Jews who were there, in addition to Romans?
Absolutely. And that is why this is not an issue of race. That's my point exactly. He was persecuted by his own. And so, as you state accurately, everyone during that time in that region would have been of darker skin.
I want to put up on our screen, the Discovery Channel a few years ago did a piece on this, and they showed a likeness of Jesus. I don't know if you can see it where you are, And this is what they claim Jesus looked like doing computer digital work.
Y'all see that picture? Y'all see that picture? They need that. They need for him to look like that. I think that's this world's biggest nightmare, period. That he happens to look like us. This is why we're fighting. And they're more so making it about color than us, because what we're saying is we're the people. Now let's get to work. But we can't get to work and reach out to some of the lost because we're having to fight and keep y'all at bay. Man. But y'all see this picture?
Is this your perception?
He was, yes, somewhere in that neighborhood, yes, and I'm sure they will attest that that's not a 100% accurate depiction of Jesus, but we know he was a darker skin, yes.
You say that the purpose of this movie, Jean-Claude, is to tell a traditional story, focusing in on the last 48 hours of Christ's life, as told in the Gospels. Yet in your version, you say race contributes to his persecution. Where in the Gospels are you referring?
This film is a fundamentally American film.
I didn't ask that.
It's a film that aims to challenge paradigms. It is, as I like to put it, it is the ultimate display of democracy.
Jean-Claude, that has nothing to do with my question. You said that it's on the 48 hours, that it's based on the gospel, and that part of the story in this version that race contributes to his persecution. Where in the Gospels, where this is supposed to come from, do you refer?
Well, we believe, again, that this film is not, at the end of the day, about race. This film is about a message.
But you say race contributes to the persecution, and you say it's based on the gospel. I'll ask again, where in the gospel are you referring?
I'm going to respond again and say to you that we believe that this film is not about color at the end of the day. It's about message. I don't know if you're a Christian yourself. Are you a Christian?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have a picture of a black Jesus hanging on your wall?
No, I do not. I don't have a picture of Jesus on my wall anywhere.
Okay. My point exactly. At the end of the day, there are hundreds and hundreds of thousands of households, black households, where a white Jesus is hanging on the wall.
I don't have a picture of Jesus.
We take a break. We thank you for being with us and coming up, Nancy.
Y'all see how they cut him off? I hope I'm saying his name right, but let me show y'all a picture of the president of Egypt, and his name is Anwar Sadat, and I hope I'm saying that right. This is the president of Egypt. Now, if an Egyptian was going to look like someone, they would look like this. Let me go straight to the image. This is him. First and foremost, he looks like my great uncle. Y'all see the pictures? Egyptian president. Y'all see this? That look like my granddaddy favored him, but he was a little bit more stockier, but he looks like my great uncle. My great uncle. Yeah. But they'll say, oh, they making it about nationality. No, they made it about nationality. They should have changed who he was and who his people were. Yep. That's the point. Y'all changed it. So let them say y'all ain't curses, but it still doesn't make it right. Still doesn't make it right. So, yeah. Saints, they want the DNA. They want that at the door. Like, we sick of y'all. I need that DNA. That's how they acting right now. That's how they act. My daughter is in the kitchen. She said she was gonna start singing in the middle of my live just to interrupt me. So she better not though. She's silly. But they it's getting serious. They want our heads on a platter. They sick of us. But y'all got to pray. Y'all got to pray to the Most High God for them, because it's getting real interesting. So I just wanted to tell y'all what happened, because it was, if you're not a part of the Biblical Rumble Room, look for it in Facebook. It's called the Biblical Rumble Room. Nobody in there has act right. Let's let that be known. Anybody who's a part of the Biblical Rumble Room can attest to that. They have no act right at all. You ain't finna get no sanctified Israelites. You finna get the ignorant of the ignorant, but I love them. Thank you, David Alexander. Hold on. Where's my thing? It ain't acting right. Thank you so much, David Alexander. But for the super chat. But yeah, that's their biggest nightmare. And they say he's gonna return back for his heritage. That's what it said. Yeah, but we're racist. They're anti-Semitic. So next time, the Biblical Rumble Room. Rumble. Let me give y'all a link. Now, telling y'all this is not for the faint at heart. Let me tell y'all this. So, if you're looking for it is definitely not for it, but it's fun because it's so much that's going on in that environment. It's so much going on. Let me make sure. Here we go. Here it is. Here we go. Yeah, there we go. The Biblical Rumble Room. Here it is. This is the name of the group. This is the page. I'll share it with y'all. Let me make sure I got everything closed down. No, I'm just joking, y'all. I'm just joking. This is the group. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. It is not for the faint. But if you want to laugh at some folks with no chill, this is the place to be. So you got Dante in there. You got Ron Shields in there. You got Black Tastic in there. You got Only Love in there. You got quite a few. You got quite a few major people in there. You got Yacoba even is in there. You have a bunch of people in there. And it is not for the faint at heart. That's all I got to say. Don't go in there looking for prayer. Look to be praying for some folk. Because it is. So if you got sensitive ears, please don't join. And I know my real government name is up there. I don't really have my government name, but you'll see me in there. I'll say little stuff. I try my best not. Sometimes I sit and I watch, because people like Yukanon and all of them, they like Sista, Dante and all of them, they like, you don't get it. You stay out, let us do it. And I'm like, I know how to fight now. They are hilarious in there. They are hilarious. They're hilarious. But it's an interesting environment. But the owner of it is Pacrasina. Pacrasina is a very, very, very nice guy. We're all kind of like a part of another group where we all kind of talk. But But I mean, it's just they'll tell me stay out of it, Sister E. We will let us fight, and I'm like, I like to fight. I'm a fight. Come on, let's fight. And they just be like, you be quiet, because you need to look like you got good sense. I'm like, but I'm still half crazy. I ain't whole crazy anymore. I'm just half. I'm a little crazy. Now I get ignorant, but I sit and I watch. But last night, y'all, I had to get in it. I was like, she had my YouTube. What's so crazy? She tagged my YouTube name. And I was like, that don't make sense. I'm not going to see that. And somebody's like, well, since you don't want her to know, let me tag her real name. When they tagged my real name and my phone rang and he's like, see, they in there talked about you. I was like, oh, don't worry. I've already sent a message, a couple of them. Go look in the chat. So even Cherry Love is in there. Can y'all believe that? But I blocked her, so I don't see her comments because you just don't. Some folks, I just say, no, I'm going to not. So be aware she's in there as well. Saints. Tia, y'all, don't go in there cutting up. Tia, y'all, I'm calling you out because she loves to give Jerry the blues. The rough and rugged of the UA community. Thuggabugs are in there as well because G-Con is in there. Jerry's in there. Brian is in there. All those individuals, which is, I consider, I guess, our arch nemesis. They consider that to be arch nemesis. Omni life. Oh my gosh, that is so true. That is so true. Wait a minute, hold on, I missed it. Where's the message? They right. The money life is right. Next thing you know, they gonna want that. They asking for everything. They want personal information. Yeah, try Jesus, not me. They won't. They won't. If we show them, if we had something that says on the list that Israelite, they'll say, well, let me get a sample of your blood so I can test it myself. That's how serious they are. Like, are you serious? That's how serious they are. They would want a sample of our blood, probably. Like, give us your blood. You probably took that off of somebody. That ain't your blood. That's how they are. Oh yeah, Biblical Rumble Room is on YouTube too. But y'all, they want my prescription. They want everything. They want my health history, my social security number. They want all types of goodies. They want everything on me. I believe they want to know. Do you think I'm gonna tell them? No. It ain't none of your business about my personal life, which I don't have a life. I stay home all day. Thank you so much. Thank you, Eric, for the super chat. But yeah, they want to know if when Gren said they wanted to know that I have a baby daddy that was a camp. I was like, what? My daughter is all of then. She's 15. Her dad is far from a camp. Part of a quartet, but not a camp. But they want to know the tea on Sister E. What did she do in her past? What does she do now? Sister E sits in the house all day, every day, work, and cook, clean, take care of my daughter, and probably go in. Now I like to shop. That's my problem. I like to shop. Pray for me, saints. Especially since now I'm starting to lose this weight. Pray for me, because that's my vice. That's my vice, shopping. Yeah, that's my vice. Pray for me. I've been doing good, so I don't shop a lot because I'm just like, I'm on chill because I got some other stuff I want to do. But sister will hit up a Marshall's or a TJ Maxx and catch six. I love a sale. Love a sale. Yep, I done found my home in Marshall's in Baltimore. It's fire. Love it. I was in there and had an armful of stuff within 20 minutes. Said, pray for me. I have a problem. That's the most they'll ever have on me. They say she like to shop. I'm like, yeah, I do. Pray for me. But you know, Israel loves to be clean. Anytime you saw Israel talked about it, anytime Israel was talked about in the Bible, they was decked out to the nine. They gonna be clean. They gonna be clean of clean. So I got that honest. I got that for real honest. So, but they want how much? I think I have lost so far. I want to say about 15 pounds so far. We just didn't switch subjects. Hold on. We look at my picture that I put up from YouTube. I was probably a little heavier, so it was more than. So I have lost quite a bit. I didn't know how much I lost. I'll show y'all the picture until I did one of those face-to-face, because you know when you're in a program, sometimes they want you to do like, what did you know, I don't do a lot of stand-up pictures, but you can tell when I lose weight what my face looks like, as far as my face, how it looks. So I lose a lot of it in my face. So here is, I'm serious. I gotta get back. So if you look here, this was during COVID. Food was my best friend during COVID. Don't play with it. I like food. During COVID, what kept me from climbing the walls was food. And you can see right here in that little yellow sweater that I saw myself. I said, wait a minute. And this picture was taken about a week and a half ago. About a week. It really was a live that I did. And I had to do like I said, face-to-face picture. And I had to take a snap of it. And I had to take a snippet of my picture and see how much, I've lost. I do look younger. So, but right here, this top one, a sister was enjoying all the hot wings, all the pizza. I was doing them late night lives with you all, and we'll get off that live and go eat down. I would go, because at that time I was staying with my mama. She was cooking, my dad was cooking, I was going, and Memphis food is just fattening, period. So I had to get a little bit more restraint. And but this top one, I was eating good. This bottom one I was like, I don't eat as much as I used to. I guess it was comfort food, because I was thank you so much, y'all, for saying I look great. Thank you. But comfort food was keeping me going, because COVID was just wearing my nerves out. So yeah, Sister E, got to get back on it, stay on it. Yeah, I'm only 21, correct. I'm only 21. Denise, you know what, ma'am, that was my life. I'm gonna go do a live, and that was back when I was doing those late night lives. I think you was a part of the community as well. And them lives will go to 2:00 in the morning. And then I will go and make a sandwich right after the live and go lay down. Do I exercise? Yes, I do. I haven't this week because I'm getting older and I pulled something. But I pulled something, and I pulled like the back of my hamstring again. I pulled it. So I have one of those things to wrap around my hamstring. So I'm gonna start back next week. I wanted to get fully healed. But yeah, I do exercise. I get on the elliptical and do that for about 45 minutes. But I changed my eating. I eat. I started out with the fasting. I would do that. at first, and now I do like 2-3 meals a day, and my meals consist of vegetables and a meat, and usually it's either chicken, lamb, or fish. It's those three, and I have steak every blue moon. Once a week I still have beef. I just watch the amount that I take in. I drink a lot of water. And every blue moon, I don't deprive myself totally. Like, some people like, don't eat any sweets. If I don't eat any sweets, I'm going to get invited to a birthday party and eat 5 pieces of cake. So with that being said, let me get a little cookie here. But I do it in moderation. I don't eat a lot of sweets like I used to. I drink a lot of water. And I'm not one of those that do 12. You know how you work out and be like, eat every 2 hours. I know. Who wants to do that? I'm good with my 3. And like I said, I'm not really doing keto per se. I'm doing and y'all pray I'm going to stay on it. But I'm not doing keto per se. I'm doing more so of keto-ish, where vegetable, a fat, and a healthy fat. Vegetable, healthy fat, and meat. And sometimes I'll have more salad than meat. I like salad a lot. I have more vegetable than meat. So I'm doing stuff like that. What else? So yeah, very low carb. Very, very, very low carb. But and like I said, I try once a week. He said sweet potato pie. But once a week, he's a cook, he's a chef, y'all. And I heard this brother can cook. I'm staying away from y'all parts. I'm just joking. But like I said, I just watch what I eat. 80% of weight loss is eating. We done jump subject, saints. Y'all know I be all over the place. But 80% of weight loss is eating. If you have to change your eating habits, exercise. If you're eating bad, you can't exercise a bad diet away. You have to eat right. If you eat right, you're gonna lose weight. Exercise is gonna help and make the weight loss. It's gonna speed it up. But if you eating cookies, cakes, and hamburgers and French fries, and then turn around and go do a workout, you're not gonna lose weight unless you're 17 years old. So yeah, when I was 17, I could do that. Now that I'm 43, no. So, but I cook a lot at home too, as well. I eat at a certain time. Also, I stop eating at a certain time. I try to stop eating 2 hours before I go to bed because I stay up late. 8 o'clock sometimes doesn't work for me. If I'm going to bed at 2 o'clock because I'm staying up all night, I try my best to stop eating around 9 or 10. And that gives enough time for my body to digest the food. And then I go to bed. I don't start getting tired until late. So I try to cut that eating, that time that I eat. And I try, like I said, to eat. I cook at home a lot. I do a lot of cooking at home. So, like I said, I'll make lamb, or I cook lamb. I do like an amazing lamb. I ain't saying it's amazing me, but my daughter likes it. And I, like I said, do a steak, do fish. I haven't done fish. I have to start back doing some fish for the next couple of weeks. Fish burns fast. That does. That's a meat that burns off fast. So, but that's all. That's all that I'm doing. But let me see. Wow. Only in the U.S. make you start eating bread. But again, another thing that makes you want to lose, that's what I do, intermittent fasting as well. Like for instance, when I have a cheat day, like I do have a cheat day, and my favorite food is pancakes. I love breakfast is my thing. And I love pancakes. I can't eat pancakes because it's full of carbs and full of sugar. but I give myself a day to say I'm going to get pancake. And I usually get like one pancake. I don't overdo it. And I do a protein with it. But then what I do the next day to reset my body is I'll do a fast. And once I do that fast for about a day, I may do 1 or 2 days of a fast where I eat like maybe one meal. It gets my body back into a ketosis. I think I'm saying it wrong. State where it's burning fat. So I have a weird way, but that's how it works. That's how it's been working for me. Like Saturday, or either Sunday morning, I have a pancake because I like pancakes a lot. I got pancake mix I put my pancake mix in the refrigerator. So, but yeah, cheat day is carb load. But I can tell when I eat too much. Like my cheat day I felt horrible. So I don't even overload. I just take it, and then one day I had a pancake, and then for lunch I had a salad. So, but like I said, you got to give yourself that. But y'all are hilarious in here. What is going on? What are y'all talking about in this chat? I'm not dealing with y'all today. Y'all are hilarious. But I mean, that's pretty much it. And then, like I said, looking at yourself while you're doing this right here, it makes you say, wait a minute, hold on. I need to slim down. Before then, when I wasn't doing the live, do I eat pork? Nope. Can answer that one. But what was I getting ready to say? I can't remember. Y'all made me lost my memory. Let me think. Come on back. I'm trying to think. Yeah, looking at yourself on here makes you just say, wait, hold on. What's going on with my face? I'm telling y'all, this is the best thing that ever could have happened to me, because looking at yourself on this camera and because when you're doing StreamYard, I can see myself like on the screen. I just see, everybody knows that. So when you see yourself, guess what? You're going to do better. So I have a weigh-in tomorrow because I'm doing it supervised weight loss. And when you have to do supervised weight loss, you have to do those weekly weigh-ins. It makes you think, because I got to stand before my doctor and explain to her why I'm not losing weight. You don't want to have that conversation. I had 1 week like that. But I have a weigh-in tomorrow. And hopefully all is well, which I think it is. And then not to mention, where you're in COVID and that's all you wear is leggings and plotted pants, they grow with you. So you are not conscious of you gaining weight until you look at the picture that I showed y'all. I was like, wow, sis taking the food down. So I got to get really serious though for the next 2 weeks, because I want to drop some before I go home. Because I'm going to go home to visit my parents soon. So, and I want to drop more. But, well, that's it. Thank y'all for joining me. I don't know how we got started on this. But I'll be doing, like I said, some more stuff. Continue on, pray for me, because I have a lot of ideas in my head. And when I write them down, I say, I don't think I want to do that anymore. Let me throw that away. So just pray that I can get all my thoughts together and figure out what I'm going to do as far as my shows, the lives. So love y'all too. Sis Shebrew. God, y'all bless. God bless. Yahweh bless. However y'all say it, I say God or Yah. So I'm not dealing with him. Somebody do something. I'm gonna put him in timeout. But y'all, I thank y'all for joining me. I know my number's dropping. It's getting late. We had the good conversation. My child has turned the TV on. That's a sign like this is the common room and I can't watch TV. No, just joking. But y'all, I want to thank y'all for joining me. If you have not subscribed for my page, please subscribe. If you want to subscribe to my Patreon, you're more than welcome. It's down here in this little ribbon right here. Share, like, everything my page. I'm saying the whole thing like they always do. I enjoy y'all too. Thank you, Tyrone. And what else can I say, y'all? Did I forget anything? I said subscribe, like, share. If you've not subscribed to my Patreon, please do. If you have not subscribed, if you've not signed up for Hebrew Sphere, please sign up for Hebrew Sphere for all the people that are part of my group in Hebrew Sphere. I'm trying to say it right. Please forgive me for not being as active as I should be. I will do better. I'm just so used to working with an app that when I have to, use my web browser, my phone, for some reason, it doesn't do web browsers well. So I have to use my laptop. So I'll do better. And I'll go, if you're out here and I'm not active, I will go out and I will accept some of the people that have subscribed for my page on WebSphere. So if you've not signed up, please sign up. What else? I'm forgetting something. I think that's it. So, like I said, thank y'all. Like I said, if you have not subbed or liked or done all the good things, share with a family member, have them subscribe. I'm saying everything because people say I don't say stuff like this. So I'm just saying. But just like I said, continue to support me, and I do thank y'all, and I do love y'all, and we will have more conversations like this because these saints ain't through yet. Understand that this will not be the bulk of our conversation, but understand when we have these late night fireside chats, it's finna get real interesting. So I do still learn how to use it. Oh yeah. So all right, family. That's my thing doing this. Good night, and thank y'all for joining me again tonight.